Okay. So, uh, good morning. Today we are going to learn how to estimate the why my video is pausing. Today we are going to learn how to estimate the uh, time constant. That means the mechanical time constant of a flow loop. Okay. Even though we know the flow is flow and the heat transfer, it's a slow process, but still some crucial application where we need to control the flow very precisely, there we need to estimate the time constant for the flow. So this example will demonstrate the simulation method how to calculate the mechanical time constant of a flow loop. So for that we will make a simple because we are going to do the transient analysis, so it's a time consuming matter. So we are going to make a small loop, and from there we are going to estimate it. Later on, applying this method, we can estimate any. This is basically the simple demonstration how to do that. Later on, we can do it for any loop. That time maybe the computational capability should be increased. So let us start it. So this will be here. Three of my students of Jadavpur University, they are participating in today's class. They are Pushan, Devarati and Pratyusha. So Pratyusha will be demonstrating that. So now I will request Pratyusha to start your modeling.
Okay, so first open console and go to model wizard, and then select 2D space, and then go to laminar flow, add it, go to study, and it is time dependent, and then done. Here first change the unit to millimeter, and then build the model. First we are building with a small loop. First select a rectangle, and width will be 30 and height will be 15, and x will be 55. Okay, build selected, and then right click on the geometry and take another rectangle. The width will be 15, the height will be 25, x will be 85 and y will be minus 10. Build selected. Then again go to geometry, right click on the rectangle, and again build another rectangle. 40, width will be 40, height will be 15, x is 85 and y is minus 25. Okay, build selected. Now again same process. Width is 15, height is 40, x will be 125 and y will be minus 25. Build selected. So this is the loop, and we will going to do our analysis on this loop. First we have to union this all part. So go to geometry, Boolean application, and here union. Select all the rectangles or the 4 rectangles. Here untick this portion, keep interior boundaries, and then build selected. So this is the model on which we will do our analysis. Then go to parameters. First parameter will be dt, and that expression will be 0.01, third bracket second. Then another parameter is capital T, that is total time, and that is 5 second. 5 second. So this is our parameters. Then go to material. First we select liquid and gases. Here liquids, and in liquid we have water. So add to component. So water is added as a component material, and then go to laminar flow. Select the walls. These are the walls, and then right click on the laminar flow, go to inlet. Here change the velocity to 0.1 into step 1. No, sorry, first select a step function. Here definition. Okay, here definition, go select a step. Here function and step function, and select the location to 1. Then go to laminar flow inlet and change the velocity to 0.1 into 0.1 into meter per second. You have to give the dimensions here, 0.1 second, and then step 1, as the name is given here, step 1, and then T is a parameter. Unit will be 1 by S, third bracket close, first bracket close. This is the velocity, inlet velocity. Then again click on the laminar flow.
You select
click on the outlet
boundary. Pratyusha.
What? Oh yes sir. Here we have to select the inlet. So this is the inlet boundary, and then go to outlet. Select the outlet boundary here, and pressure will be 0. Static pressure open to atmosphere. Then go to mesh. Take anything extra fine mesh for better understanding. Then build all.
Check the time step also in solver, that whether matching with your
Yes,
time
yes,
step.
sir, yes, sir. I'm doing that. Then go to study. First go to time dependent. Here the range is given by default. You have to change this range 0, dt, capital T, and then right click on the study. Go to show default solver. This is the default solver here, and go to time dependent solver, and here check the time stepping. This is free. Make it to manual. Then just here the time step is 0.01, similar with our time step dt. So no changes required. And then go to study and compute.
So this computation, it may take some time. So I'll be pausing the recording, and once it is over, I will simply it will take some time, some 5 to 10 minutes. So just I will pause the recording. Now, so here we have not defined the probe. Now we will add some probe.
So go to definition, right click and go to probe and take the domain point probe. Add a probe here. Take it something 7.5 and this 58. And then after take another probe in the outlet probes. Again domain point probe. Here another probe in the outlet. Take this as 35 and 6. This is our another flow. Now compute. Go to study and compute.
Okay, so this is the transient response. You see, still even though the response is not reached at steady state, it's taking time. So, but after some, if you increase the time, it will reach steady state, and from this data we are going to estimate the transfer function.
So now
Now
we
you
will
can
export this data as Excel sheet. Change this text file to Excel. Save. Now save this one. And close this. Go to MATLAB.
এটা খুলতে কি অনেকক্ষণ টাইম নেবে?
কিছুটা তো নেবে বোর্ড সেক্টর।
Okay,
so redirect this page to where you have saved the file, the Excel file. Then right here the code, the MATLAB code. D equals to Excel S READ first bracket, first single inverted comma, then the file name, output file name, data underscore dot XLS X inverted comma simple. Then write input equals to D first bracket colon comma 2 first bracket close semicolon.
so in the Excel, actually the second column was the input and the third column was the output.
3 semicolon. So output and T the first column is the time, D colon comma 1 close the brackets and then semicolon. So first we will check that the data is correct or not. So first we plot this values. So you can see this is the same graph what we have in the console. So we can go further. Now write ident. Here import data to time domain data. Input write input and output write output and import.
No.
Sorry. Start timing 0 and step equals to 0.01 and import. This is coming as straight line. Okay.
Okay, no problem. You select the second one.
This one. Now estimate transfer function whole 1 0 estimate. Close and check your this is the transfer function I have for our output.
Okay.
This one.
So now you see, we know the first order differential equation for a prime mover means which is delivering the torque as T is equal to J d omega dt plus B omega. Okay, so J is the inertia term. When there is a rate of change of RPM, we are considering its centrifugal pump. So that time only the inertia part will come, and B is the viscous coefficient. That is very difficult to also measure. So you know omega is equal to pi n by 30, and your flow is proportional to RPM. So if you substitute in omega, so basically you will be getting a function of flow. Now if you take the Laplace, so torque is J S omega S plus B omega S. Now the transfer function basically omega S by torque that is equal to
Sir, it is not visible what you are writing.
Oh, it's not visible, huh? Okay, then you can stop the sharing. I will share my screen.
Yes, sir, I have stopped the sharing.
No, but I am recording from my screen. Final video it will be there. No problem. You share your screen. No problem. Basically, my screen is getting recorded, so it will come.
Okay, sir.
So that is basically 1 by Js plus B, and in the simplified form it can be 1 by, sorry if I write, so it is 1 by B J by B S plus 1. So now you see you show the transfer function, Pratyusha. You see here we are getting basically the form some constant divided by S plus some constant. So basically we are getting, we can write that is we can write B by S plus A, this format. So now comparing, if I divide both sides by A, so B by A divided by 1 by A S plus 1. Now if these two equations are compared, then you see we can find out, so the B by A is equal to 1 by B and J by B is equal to your tau. That is the time constant, that delay, this is the delay. That means from the prime mover end, if you are changing the flow, then it will be reflected at the output after this time. This is very important to control, to maintain the high performance dynamic response of the flow loop. So this was all about today's class, today's demonstration or class, whatever lecture. So thank you so much for attending.